full-time contracts came in 2018.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to, as a female and growing up as a female athlete, being a full-time paid athlete is something that I didn't even think was possible. So to have that opportunity, I wanted to take it, but still bearing in mind that life will go on outside of rugby, and one day
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to play rugby. So it was important to me to try and keep my career on track in the fire service. And so just spoke to the sort of chief executive of Kent Fire Service and asked, is there something we can do where I don't have to leave the fire service and potentially like reduce my hours and still be a firefighter? And one of the solutions that came back was I would be a full-time rugby player, but I could change job roles and reduce my hours in the fire service.
Yeah.
So it was within that I became an inclusion officer, and working with what I was sort of more of an assistant to the main inclusion officer, and working with her. It was something that I could do completely around rugby, and
Yeah.
it mainly changed the priorities, whereas previously as a firefighter, like working at the fire station was primary and rugby had to come secondary. So if there was a shift that I had to do, then I had to stay at work and do that. But then it changed in terms of rugby became primary. So if there was a training session I had to be at, then and I couldn't be at work, well then I couldn't be at work. But it was all very positive environment, and very much assisted by other people, and the fire service were completely understanding. And if it wasn't for them, like I wouldn't have been able to live really, because the salary for England isn't and wasn't great.
Yeah.
And that would Kent Fire and Rescue enabled me to be a full-time rugby player by still paying me a salary to do a job with reduced hours, and a job that was completely flexible around rugby. And that's just because of good people and good managers who completely understand. And and that's a lucky girl in terms of being around those kind of people who want me to succeed.
Thanks for watching that clip. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and check out the full episode. All links are in the description. Be nice, be happy, be cool.